A recent study shows a growing number of police killings involve people with some kind of mental disability. According to the Washington Post, of the nearly 1,000 people killed by police last year, 19% were suffering from a mental health crisis. The Americans with Disabilities Act requires police to make reasonable modifications when they're dealing with people with disabilities, because their actions can often be misconstrued as suspicious or uncooperative or even illegal. The Department of Justice says police officers need to be trained to recognize the difference in behavior and de-escalate tense situations. Nationally, police academies spend nearly 60 hours on firearms training and only 8 hours on de-escalation or crisis intervention. Our correspondent, Diane Roberts, met with a police department in Maryland that's getting extra training from a teenager.
Taking his bike out for a ride. It's where Jake Edwards loves to be. Here, he's fast and focused, but sometimes the world around him can't keep up. Jake has autism.
That means my brain works very, very fast.
And sometimes that fast brain gets the 16-year-old into trouble.
And I yelled, "Help, help, help," out in the driveway.
That was a few years ago when neighbors called police after discovering Jake outside in the dead of winter, barely clothed and screaming.
And then there was another police officer who was like a mad face, and that brought my anxiety up.
A traumatic few moments for Jake and his family.
And he ran to hide in his room. Chris and I went downstairs and just told the police, he has autism and he's super anxious and excited right now and he's scared.
Hey, Officer Lori.
Hi, Jake.
Today, one police officer who doesn't scare Jake is Lori Reyes. She's the Montgomery County Police Department's outreach officer for people with autism and other intellectual disabilities. The two met at an autism walk.
She told him, just always tell the truth, no matter what. And he said, I can't when I'm scared. And then Lori just did this. She's like, that's a message. That's a message the police need. We are going to do something about this.
Got your name tag on. You look very official.
Thank you.
This is our Montgomery County Police Autism IDD Ambassador. This is Jake Edwards.
Hi, Jake.
I thought it would be great to have Jake come speak to our officers and share the experience that he had with our officers and how we could learn from each other.
Sir, good morning, sir.
And that's what they've done for 3 years now. Jake and Lori have teamed up to train police officers how to interact with those who have autism.
When people talk to me with a serious tone of voice or a scared face, I cannot stay in control. I just cannot help it.
Officer Megan McCool has taken the class twice.
It's probably the best hands-on type of experience or training that you can get, because you can describe somebody with autism all day long, but to physically see someone with autism is extremely helpful in trying to identify that as an officer on the road.
Perspective that's already helped on the job.
Someone who's intoxicated, you might ask them a question, there might be a delay in response, or they might just kind of look at you with a blank stare. That's a similarity in someone with autism. You need to be a little bit more patient.
If someone doesn't look at you, maybe it's because it's painful for them.
Jake's critical and potentially life-saving work has earned him the title of Chief Autism Ambassador in Montgomery County. He's also spoken on Capitol Hill and been invited to the White House. Jake even got to meet the Pope. He has even bigger goals.
We haven't had a person with autism be president, and I think it would be really cool if I, with autism, had a disability, was a president, teaching everyone in the country.
People with autism are smart and perfectly amazing.
I'm trying to help people. Whatever my dreams are from now on, I try to help people in a neuro way.
As for Lori, the Department of Justice recently recognized her for her innovation in law enforcement.
This isn't rocket science. This is just education and outreach and good old-fashioned community policing that creates a community that's safe and can manage those kind of difficult times or bumps in the road for those who have autism or other intellectual disabilities.
Jake knows those bumps in the road will come, but hopes he can help those around him be more prepared when they do.
We're just helping people.
In Rockville, Maryland, for Matter of Fact, I'm Diane Roberts.
Jake and Lori have helped train 2,500 police officers in Maryland, and Jake has also helped train officers in North Carolina and in Florida.